This is 38-year-old Darius White, who is facing charges of kidnap and car theft. In April 2022, the police received a call about a car theft with a 9-year-old child inside.
There, you're gonna that location? It's right there. I'm gonna go look.
When they reached the scene, the mother of the child used her phone to track her car.
The radio, they're tracking the car to South Gordon and hold on, stand by.
The police rushed to the area where the car was tracked. Luckily, they saw the car and Darius was still inside.
Show me your hands! Show me your...
He was subsequently arrested.
He's trying to kill us! Oh my gosh, he's trying to kill me! Get on the ground! Stop! Don't fight me! He don't stop me! He don't please stop! He don't please! Put your hands down! Please get out! Put your hands!
The child was rescued unharmed and reunited with his mother.
He wants to see! Come here! I can show you what to
Your mom, okay.
My mom called you?
Yeah, she did.
Okay. Excuse me.
Darius's case is still ongoing. This is Todd Coleham, a 52-year-old who is facing multiple charges for kidnapping and murder in South Carolina. Between 2003 and 2016, Todd kidnapped and murdered 7 people. On November 3rd, 2016, Todd was eventually arrested.
No. Nervous.
Are we searching the whole vehicle? What are you looking for?
Just looking through the vehicle to see if there's any more phones.
Alpha 32. Yeah, all that stuff.
This is for our protection. As much as yours, we have to turn around and put you too, so we don't. You're not under arrest.
Okay. I'm also in handcuffs.
Alpha 32.
Following his arrest, the police searched his house, but what they discovered left them speechless.
This is bolt cutters. This is our investigator. He's a paramedic. Do you know where your buddy is? You shot him?
Who did?
Todd Coleham shot Charlie Carver 3 times in the chest, wrapped him in a blue tarp, put him in the bucket of the track.
While we were here, all right, my sergeant served a search warrant on your property. We have Kayla in your property. She was locked in a container, okay? She has told us that you shot and killed Charlie, okay? So at this time, I'm gonna need you to stand up and put your hands behind your back.
He's already handcuffed.
Okay. You're under arrest right now for kidnapping. All right, they're continuing to search your property. They're gonna continue, they got cadaver dogs down there, okay? If you wanna help yourself, tell me where Charlie's at. Do you wanna help yourself and tell me where the body's at so we can go recover Charlie's body?
During his interrogation, Todd didn't hold back.
Once I realized that he was no longer a threat, I immediately proceeded towards the front of the building. I got him in two lung shots. Okay. I got each lung. When I did my reload, before this guy got out, I put 2 in him and he actually fell outside. And as I did, I put 1 round in each person's forehead.
Clear.
Now in court, Todd listens as the family members of his victims tell him how they felt.
I'm sorry that the events that led to such a gruesome day had to happen at all.
In the end, Todd accepted a plea deal that allowed him to escape the death sentence. However, he was sentenced to life imprisonment. He showed no remorse for his crimes.
Indictment 2017-988, indictment for criminal sexual conduct in the first degree. The sentence of the court is you can confine to the South Carolina Department of Corrections for a period of 30 years. That sentence is also consecutive to any other sentence.
Todd is currently serving his sentence in Lieber Correctional Institute. However, as we saw Todd's reaction to his sentence, it brings to mind the strikingly similar response. It was nothing compared to the utter mayhem caused by 35-year-old Granville Ritchie, who is in court for multiple crimes, including kidnapping and murder.
May God have mercy on your soul, Mr. Ritchie.
In May 2014, 9-year-old Felicia Williams went missing after her neighbor and godmother, Ebony Wiley, invited her friend Granville over to her house.
Before I got to the gate, he was telling me that he let her go to CVS to get some candy.
Okay. The police were notified, and Granville and Ebony were brought in for questioning.
How long have you known Ebony?
I know Ebony, I would say, going on to a week. I was driving and I saw her and I pulled over and said, can I talk to you? I talked to her on the phone later on and then we hooked up later on.
That's when I called my friend.
You called Trevor?
Mm-hmm. And I said, you remember I was telling you about my god baby before I want you to meet him? Like, yeah. I was like, I want to go over there and book with a belt. Because she's supposed to be in the house. Like, no, just do it the right way. You know, that's about her telling you. Talk to her that way.
Ordered food, we ordered food. We went back over with my mom's. We were there chilling. Of course, me and the girl is gonna get private. You know what I mean? Before we go in the room and put a movie in,
we watching it, mellow down, we chilling, we go in the room, going to take a shower, get in the shower, and I'm going to check on before I lay in his bed. As soon as I open the door, this girl went out on the couch.
When we came out of that room, man, that little girl was gone.
Do you have any idea where this girl may be?
Man, I wish I know.
However, the next day, the body of the girl was washed up on Tampa Bay.
And now live to Florida, a 9-year-old little girl, Felicia, found dead in the dark waters of Tampa Bay. Tonight, we want answers.
The police intensified their investigation, and Ebony and Granville were brought in for questioning again.
He said, do you know where to get some weed from? I was like, yeah. And he was like, okay, you gotta go. I won't stay here. I was like, going with me. He said, oh, well, nah, I don't think she should go because you know you don't got no license. And you know you better have weed in the car, so I think she should stay. Got the weed, I came straight back. I ain't going nowhere else. When I got to the gate, I'm calling him. I'm like, why ain't I answering the phone? I was like, open up the door. I'm at the door. He was like, I'm not at the house. I'm at CVS. He said, this little girl at the stove, she done gone.
Forensics and investigations pointed to Granville, and he was arrested. Now, in court, the prosecution addresses the court.
He put his hands around her throat and strangled her. And then he took Felicia's lifeless, nude body and he threw it like someone would throw a bag of garbage into the cold, dark waters of Tampa Bay.
Followed by the state attorney.
Felicia Williams' life meant less to this man than his sexual desires to violate her.
The prosecution argued that all the evidence pointed to Granville and called on their main witness.
And he wanted me to go and get some weed for him. And then when I came back, she wasn't there.
They also revealed a 911 call from Granville's phone, which they stated must have come from the girl.
Still with Air 911.
However, Granville's lawyers disagreed with the prosecution.
When Felicia Williams is missing, there's no signs of a struggle in that apartment. There's no DNA evidence left.
They called on their own witness.
That a sexual assault, sexual battery had taken place in this case.
No. They insisted that
Granville Ritchie remains innocent.
Now, it is time for the jury to give their verdict.
We of your final vote ask to count one of the charge the defendant's guilt of first-degree murder as charged.
But before the sentencing, the family members of the victim had the chance to address the court.
I just miss my grandbaby. She meant the world to us, and he discarded her like she was nothing. 2,310 days for this day to come.
It was an emotional moment, and the judge wasn't left out. However, the most shocking statement was from the victim's father.
I forgive you, bro. That's how strong my God is. I can come in and smile at you today with no harm or ill will towards you. You my brother.
Finally, it is time for Granville to learn his sentence.
The jury unanimously found that defendant should be sentenced to death.
But the judge wasn't done with him.
There will be no corporal redemption for you. And what I mean by that is of your physical being, your person. You will remain incarcerated until the date of your death.
Granville showed no emotion and is currently awaiting his death in prison.